create this mentality, work-life balance. You know what it means? That means life is happy, work is terrible. Life is on the weekend, work is 5 days a week. Listen, who created that? You know who created that? The Industrial Revolution, when it started, we built schools and we put people in schools because we needed more slaves. We needed more economic slaves to build the elite. That's what we needed. So work became this drudgery and weekend became life. Work-life balance. No, it's your life. Monday is still your life. Wednesday is still your life. Saturday is still your life. You mean when you wake up Monday, you switch your life off and back to work again, and then Saturday and Sunday is my life. And you know when people say, thank God it's Friday, don't belong to the thank God it's Friday club. Please don't do that. And if you are, get out of that club fast. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's the end of the month. Thank God it's the end of the year. When you're on your deathbed, you can say, thank God it's the end of my life. I mean, come on. It's your life we're talking about. It's your life. So work-life balance is not, it's a myth. There's no such thing. Now don't get me wrong. You must live a balanced life. But don't have this thing about work-life balance. Live a balanced life. Put time in your diary. To answer Ahmed's question where he says, how do you just responding to things all the time? No, you must decide where your time goes. Now yes, there will be 10% of your life where you're responding to emergencies. Don't get me wrong, that's life. Maybe 20% you're responding to emergencies. But if 80% of your life is responding to emergencies, you're in trouble. If 80% of your time is just being drawn by everybody and you're just reactive, you're not in control of your time. A mentor of mine taught me, she said, be a good steward of three things. Be a good steward of your time, your money, and your influence. Be a good steward of your time, your money. You better know where your money is going, know where your time is going, and know where your influence is going. Decide where you put your time, decide where you put your money, decide where you put your influence. Allow flexibility. Maybe 20%, you know your own career, you know your own family. Maybe you got a crazy wife and children that are nuts. I don't know. And maybe 25, 30, 40% of your time, they're just demanding and you're just having to respond and react. Okay, you can't change it overnight. You can't go home tonight and say, from now, I decide my time. I mean, you might be sleeping outside tonight. So don't try to be that kind of man, because that ain't a man, right? A man has wisdom. So you know, okay, I want to be more in control of my time. So if you know that your wife needs your time, tell her in advance. On Saturday night, plan something, man. We're going to spend time together. So she looks forward to it. Tell your kids in advance, Saturday afternoon, and then block it off. Don't ever lie. What I mean by that is, you tell your kids once, Saturday afternoon, I'm going to be with you. And then you don't. Now it's okay once, they'll forgive you. Even your wife. Twice, they'll forgive you. 3 times, you know what's eventually? Eventually, you won't even trust yourself. You'll start lying to yourself. That when you say the words to your family, we're going to spend time this weekend, you yourself don't believe it anymore. That you yourself put other things in there, and then you don't spend, and your kids eventually realize your words mean nothing. Don't ever let your children see that your words mean nothing.